Good morning and welcome back. Before we dive in, how are you doing? What's new on your side? And what should builders pay attention to right now instead of just chasing whatever model is trending this week?
Doing great. The biggest thing I'd point people to is this: model quality matters, but reliability per dollar matters more once you move from demos to daily operations. Teams are realizing they don't need perfection on every call. They need predictable performance they can afford to run at scale.
That frames today perfectly. MiniMax gained serious momentum during the OpenClaw agent rise, and from the outside it looked sudden. What actually drove that breakout? Distribution, pricing, latency, agent compatibility, or something else people underestimate?
It was the combination, not one silver bullet. OpenClaw builders needed models that felt fast enough, cheap enough, and stable enough for loops, retries, and long sessions. If a model fails unpredictably or spikes costs mid-workflow, people rip it out fast, even if benchmark screenshots looked amazing.
So the market rewarded operational trust, not just leaderboard hype. Where do you think other model providers quietly lose people? What are the recurring mistakes that choke long-term use?
Three mistakes show up repeatedly: pricing complexity users can't reason about, latency variance under load, and product tiers that punish power users right when adoption grows. Add weak tooling docs, and teams spend more time babysitting the model than shipping with it.
I love that you included pricing clarity, because hidden economics kill confidence. Let's pressure test consumability. What makes an AI model truly consumable for everyone, not just for technical operators?
Consumability means low-friction onboarding, understandable limits, consistent behavior, and a path from beginner use to advanced workflows without surprise penalties. People stay when they can predict outcomes, quality, speed, and cost, before they hit run. If users feel financially ambushed, churn is inevitable.
That's the part most people miss. Confidence is a UX feature. Some teams argue premium models always win because quality compounds. Others say cheap models with near parity output will commoditize everything. Which side do you take?
Both are partially true. Premium models win in high-stakes contexts where small quality gains are worth real money, but most day-to-day workloads migrate toward best value, not best absolute intelligence. If cheaper models are close enough and far more predictable, volume workloads shift quickly.
So we get a barbell, premium for critical reasoning, efficient models for throughput. If a provider wants to avoid a collision course with being replaced, what should they fix first this quarter?
First, simplify pricing into something humans can model in their heads. Second, reduce latency variance, not just average latency. Third, make reliability visible with transparent status and failure semantics so developers can engineer around edge cases instead of guessing.
Let's zoom into OpenClaw specifically. During agent loops, retries and tool calls can balloon cost faster than teams expect. What model characteristics protect users from that spiral?
Strong context efficiency, deterministic formatting when requested, and graceful degradation under token pressure. If the model can stay structured and concise without repeated correction prompts, token waste drops hard. In agents, that savings compounds every cycle.
That compounding dynamic is everything. A lot of providers still optimize for first impression instead of session economics. What's one metric every model company should track to stay honest?
Cost per successful task completion, not cost per token and not isolated benchmark score. If your users need multiple retries, post-fixes, or human cleanup, your true cost is much higher than the dashboard implies.
That should be printed on every pricing page. Now give me the user-side lens. What should founders and creators evaluate before committing to a model for core workflow?
Run a 7-day workload trial with your real prompts and measure completion rate, average latency, variance, and total cost for finished outcomes. Also, test edge behavior under long context and messy input, because that's where hidden inefficiency appears.
Great. Final stretch. Why did MiniMax win mindshare at this moment in one sentence?
Because it felt practical: strong enough quality, efficient economics, and stable behavior that made agent builders confident they could scale without cost anxiety.
And in one sentence, why are some models heading toward replacement by cheaper equals?
They optimized for impressive demos and premium positioning while ignoring the day-two reality of cost predictability, latency consistency, and workflow reliability.
That's the key insight today. Models win when they're consumable, not just powerful. Predictable value beats flashy peaks. The open question is whether providers can re-architect around long-term unit economics fast enough, or whether the market will keep routing demand to cheaper models that are simply good enough at scale.